Welcome back everyone. So far we have created our indicators, breakdowns and jobs. In the last session we also explored bucket groups. Now we move to the analytical intelligence layer behind every KPI. In that we will see how to set goals, monitor performance and detect unusual patterns. In this session we will cover KPI details, time aggregations, targets, thresholds and KPI signals. Let's start with KPI details. Every indicator in platform analytics has a KPI details page. This is your analytical control center. It shows how your metrics perform over time, along with statistics, trends, and records. In order to go to a KPI detail page, open specific indicator like number of new incidents daily, and under related links, click on Explore Indicator to open KPI details of this indicator. This is the KPI details page for number of new incidents daily indicator. You will see the scores collected by frequency, nothing but the score and the frequency of collection. You will see some dates and you will see some change and change percentage. This is the difference from past period to current score calculation. Now coming to the time aggregations, time aggregation smooths out the fluctuations and highlights long-term trends. There are three key options in time aggregations. In order to see time aggregations, click on this daily and here are some time aggregations. First one is running. This smooths out the spikes to reveal trends. These are the available intervals included in running. And we have functions like sum and average. For example, 7 days and sum creates a weekly moving average trend like this. Coming to the period aggregation types, period aggregation rolls up your scores to less frequent intervals, like combining all 7 days data into a point and shows at a week. For example, week and sum. It shows every week in 2025. So when you click average, it shows the average number of incidents created in that week. Enable include incomplete periods if you want to show ongoing weeks or months. To-date aggregation displays cumulative performance up to the current date. These are the available options in to-date aggregations. For example, month to date with sum shows total incidents created so far this month. And with average, it smooths out and shows the average of total incidents created so far this month. So this is time aggregation. In order to reset, click reset. Now coming to the compare records button, this helps to compare a day score to another day's score like this. Coming to the right side, we have seen these filters, which are nothing but breakdowns. And the next one is KPI signal. Now let's look at KPI signals. These are the system built-in intelligence that automatically detects anomalies in your indicator data. The platform continuously monitors collected scores and compares them against expected range, which is called a baseline. If a score goes beyond this expected range or displays an unusual pattern, a signal is generated. Here are the key signal types you may encounter. In order to activate a KPI signal, you must click Make Me Responsible. So in the KPI signal settings, you can see what all signals are active and what are created here. Coming to the responsibilities, who is responsible? Coming to the notification, if there are any notification, it shows you here. So in KPI signals, we can see new and past. In order to edit a KPI signal, click on that particular KPI signal and you can see edit configurations. This is the baseline start date which you are going to mention. And this is the required scores for calculation. Based on last or past 14 scores, this KPI signal baseline is calculated. And coming to the trend method, we can set no trend or linear. This is about KPI signal. You can see this black dotted line is the average, and this whole blue color outlined lines comes under the expected range. Whenever a signal is out of this range, you can see here an active signal is generated with records 7. So this is how KPI signals works. These signals are extremely valuable for proactive monitoring. They allow analysts and managers to spot potential problems early and take corrective actions before they become major issues. Now, moving on forward, the next one is targets. A target defines a desired score for an indicator, essentially what good looks like. It also provides a visual reference line on your dashboards, helping users instantly see how they are performing against expectations. Let's see how to create one. Click on Create Target button. Under Visibility, we can see two options, for everyone or for me. For everyone is nothing but a global target, visible to everyone who has access to this particular KPI detail. Coming to the Fermi option, this particular target is set only for you. This is like a personal target. Coming to the based on field, we have new value and average score. New value is nothing but a fixed value that always stays the same. For example, maintain customer satisfaction above 95%. So we just set new value as 95. This stays the same for future periods. And coming to the average score, it automatically sets the target based on past average scores of the KPI. This adapts over time as performance trends evolve. Coming to the direction, we need to mention, does the target increase or decrease? And what is the change it should be done? Let's say the average value is 0. And whenever the number of incidents are increasing, the average increases. And the new average, let's say it as 5. So whenever the new average is 5 and we have set change is 100%. So the target is set to 5 plus 5, 10. And whenever the number of records reach 10, the average increases. Let's say it is increased to 10. Then the target automatically increases to 10 plus 10, 100%. So that will be our new value. In this case, we are having average value as 0 and the change we set to 100%. So the new value will be 0 itself. We can change this percentage to units as per our requirements. Next, you will see a start date and a review date. Start date is for when the target becomes effective, and an optional review date is to revisit or adjust it later. Once saved, the target appears as a line or a marker on your trend chart showing how current performance compares to the desired level. As you can see, this continuous black line is the target, which is set for everyone. So whenever this target is reached, we get a notification. Now coming to the next one, thresholds. A threshold defines a warning or alert boundary. It's the point where performance needs attention, either because the results have dropped too low or the surge is unusually high. A threshold defines a warning or alert boundary. It's the point where performance needs attention, either because of results have dropped too low or the surge is unusually high. To create one, go to the KPI details screen and click the target icon. In order to create a threshold, click on Create Threshold. Similar to visibility in targets, we have for everyone and for me. Let's set this for me. Under threshold type, we have four options: less than or more than. This is a fixed condition such as more than 50 incidents or less than 90% compliance. This is the most common setup for monitoring fixed results. And next, all-time high or all-time low. These are the dynamic conditions based on historical performance. For example, you can set a threshold to alert you whenever a KPI hits a new all-time low. Let's go with more than. Let me set the value to 4 and save it. You can see this light gray dotted line which represents the threshold. You can set multiple thresholds and multiple targets for this particular or a single automated indicator. In summary, we have now moved our ROD measurements to intelligence performance governance. The target defines the goal, the threshold defines the warning, and the KPI signal detects the anomalies automatically. Together, they transform your dashboards from static reporting into a live performance tool. Coming to the last one, the chat options. Under analysis, we can see target threshold. We can disable this by untoggling this. So the line disappears. Coming to the forecast, it predicts upcoming values based on previous scores. So this particular blued out area is the forecast for the next 10 days. And coming to the trend, it adds a best fit line to show overall direction. This red line shows the direction for this particular indicator number of new incidents daily. So it is suggesting that in the future, we are going to see a decline in trend. Coming to the label, it shows the value on each data point like this, 2, 3. Coming to the statistics, it overlays key metrics like average, max, min, median directly from the chat. So you can see the total number of scores is 69 and max number of incidents created are 7. Coming to the sum, it is showing 16 and average is 0. This particular average is used in targets and the change percentage 0 and the standard deviation is 1. You can exclude a particular matrix in the indicator itself. Now coming to the time series, under time series, choose what the chart should display. It shows the score from the actual KPI values here. Coming to the change and change percentage. Change is nothing but difference from previous records and change percentage is the variation from last score. So this orange one shows the change. This purple one shows the change percentage. Coming to the chat type, you can represent your data visually using several chat types. Line, spline, area, column. Let me just untoggle this. So this is how we change the chat types. Select the style that best fits your analysis story. That completes our session on KPI details, targets, thresholds, and KPI signals. We learn how to set goals, create alerts, and interpret performance trends using aggregations. In our next video, we will move to platform analytics application and user experience analytics. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.